Alright, boom, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve, for another edition here on Bourbon Quest. So, been putting this off for a while. What do I have in store for you tonight? This is gonna be a journey, because what I have is a recommendation from a good friend of mine. So we're doing Belle Meade Classic Bourbon, Belle Meade Reserve. We're doing the latest new versions from Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery, Nelson's Brother Classic Bourbon, and then the Nelson Brothers Reserve. So, alright. This is going to be rough. So this is 4 uncrackings, which I've obviously had the Belle Meade and the Belle Meade Reserve. Never had any of the Nelson Brothers stuff. And this video goes out to my buddy Paul Hyatt, who've been clamoring me for like 2 weeks to do a review on this. I'm like, alright, I'll do it this weekend. So here we go. Don't get me wrong, Paul, I didn't want to do this. It's just, you know, he pushed me to the edge to where I had to do it. But no, so, you know, I was supposed to be, back in January or February, I was supposed to do a interview with Charlie Nelson from Nelson's Greenbrier, and had it all set up, and then, you know, a day or two before it was scheduled, his father unexpectedly suddenly passed away. So my condolences to you, Charlie and Andy. I mean, I know that was a huge loss for you. I can speak from experience, having lost my own father, gosh, almost, well, 9 years ago. Yeah, so, I mean, don't get me wrong, totally understandable. But, anyways, between then and now, they just released this Nelson's Brothers Classic and Reserve, which, if you watched my video from maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, when I did my Tennessee whiskey store haul, that it made sense to me that ultimately they're doing away with Belle Meade and replacing it with the Nelson Brothers, you know, cousins or whatever you want to call them. Because, you know, I mean, when they started this in, what, I think 2011, 100 years after it went under because of Prohibition here in Tennessee, and Charlie and Andy brought it back 100 years later to honor their family heritage, and so obviously initially on they were sourcing it from MGP. Now we fast forward a little over 10 years later. It only makes sense that they want to produce their own juice, and, you know, and do away with the Belle Meade, which I get it. I just, you know, I like the Belle Meade brand, even if they were making it their own. And I grant, alright, let's just get away from that. Let's just see. Ultimately, it is what it is. And then there was conflicting reports out there. And then I talked to the local distributor in my market for Nelson's Greenbrier. And, you know, I told him I'd heard conflicting reviews. Can you confirm or deny? And he said that indeed Belle Meade is going away, and it's going to be replaced by the Nelson Brothers, you know, Classic and Reserve, for, you know, what the Belle Meade was, which totally makes sense in my mind. I like the Belle Meade brand. I can see why they want to do away with it, but then again, it's their lineage. It's, you know, one of their most successful brands, even from over 100 years ago. So I hated to see the name go away, if you will. But whatever. That's their decision, and we'll just have to accept it. Now, I've already got, actually, I'm uncorking these two. I got 2 more of each back there, because I think the Belle Meade brand is so good that Even when it goes away, I don't want it to go away from my shelf at least immediately. Now, that taken into account, it's not going away next month or the following month, maybe in 6 months or 12 months, I don't know. But there's plenty of inventory, from what I understand, that it's going to be around for at least a little while. But ultimately, it's going away. So, like I said, shout out to my buddy Paul. I told him I'd get to this weekend so that he can make a decision on what he wants to buy, whatever. So we got 4 uncorkings to do because of this. All right, let's get to it. We'll start off with the Belle Meades. These are all going to be fresh cracks, and damn it. Boy. They don't make these easy anymore. Should be easier than that. Alright. Oh! There it was. We'll do it again. Alright. Belle Meade. Bourbon. Cork pop. Alright, so we'll pour that into the glass. Oh, hell, I left it in there. Give me 1 second. It's in. I washed dishes today, so I gotta go get the jigger out. Oh, there we go. Because, as always, with any new bottle popping, we do a nice 2-ounce pour into the infinity bottle, which at the moment is the overflow infinity bottle. Jesus Christ. Alright. Come on, George. Come drink some of this. Alright, so. Damn it. Are you kidding me? That cork got. Alright, this globe is about to see its demise. That's unfortunate. The cork can. What are you. Well, it's not bad. Alright, whatever. We're pouring it in here. I think I'm gonna have to replace this globe decanter. I mean, it's kind of cool, but its functionality is not that great. We still, Jesus, dude, we still got like 3 more to go. All right, that's the Belle Meade. Now we go to the reserve, which this stuff has been freaking fantastic. Alright, pause for cork pop on the Belle Meade Reserve. Oh yeah. It's like a synthetic cork, but whatever. Alright, so the Belle Meade Reserve. And then our infinity pour. I am not a fan of this globe. Yeah. I mean, the little shitty cork popped off. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this anymore. I'm replacing that. All right, now the latest version, the Nelson's Brothers Classic and Reserve. I will say the opening is much simpler on these, so that's already a plus. All right, so Nelson's Brothers Classic, and then our 2-ounce pour into the Infinity Overflow, which we're gonna have to replace because that globe is pissing me off. All right, so back to the globe. It's a shame because the globe is cool. It's just like, it's just not very practical. It's cumbersome and awkward, and then the little shitty ass cork on it came off. Fuck that. Alright, so now the reserve. Much better on the, being able to uncork these. So, Nelson's Brothers Reserve, cork pot. Oh yeah. So we'll pour into the glass. Our infinity pour. Into the globe. Damn, this thing's full. Alright, we got that shit out of the way finally. I mean, yeah, we gotta replace that. That's just not. I'm going to retire the globe infinity and get another overflow. Alright, so. Oh, there. Like, where the fuck that thing go? Yeah. So we got the reserve. Alright, there you go. So now we got them all. So let's review, taste them, whatever. So it's out with the old, the Belle Meade, and in with the new. And let's see what the differences are. Alright, let's start off with the Belle Meade, sour mash, whiskey, straight bourbon. I mean, it's so sweet. I mean, you get that. I mean, you definitely get that corn. I mean, it's sweet. It's corn, vanilla, caramel. The nose is very inviting. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, sweet yellow corn. Maybe it's just from whatever I ate earlier, whatever. But it's like yellow corn and mashed potatoes. It's sweet. It's yellow. It's vanilla. It's caramel. I mean, it does taste like yellow corn and mashed potatoes. Weird. I don't know if I've ever said mashed potatoes on a bourbon before, but that's what I get. It's so subtle and sweet. Yeah, yellow corn, mashed potatoes. With that caramel, vanilla, maybe even a little bit of brown gravy. I mean, it's like Southern sides in a bottle. That's honestly what I get. I get yellow corn, mashed potatoes, and brown gravy. That's delicious. What is that? 45.2, so 90.4 proof. This is damn good. I can't remember if I've actually had just the regular Belle Meade before. I know I've had the reserve many times and it's delicious, but man, this at 90.4 proof. That's spectacular, bro. Alright, stay hydrated, my friends. That is damn good. Be interesting to see how the Nelson's Brothers pair up to these. Because I know both, well, I already knew the Belle Meade Reserve was spectacular. And then, I don't even know if I had the regular Belle Meade before, but it's delicious. Again, just sweet yellow corn, vanilla, caramel, a little bit of pepper and baking spice. Oh yeah, that's so good. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, you get that mint, you get that vanilla, that caramel. Such a superb bourbon. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's sweet, nice mouthfeel, good viscosity, good proof. All right. I hate to see these Belle Meades go away. I really, really do. I just hope that they're being replaced with equal or better. I'm okay with even slightly less, but let's see. All right, so this is going to be your Nelson Brothers Classic. All right, I want to go look at this. So the nose notes are very similar, so that's a good sign. Now the Belle Meade is 90.4 proof, and this is 93.3 proof. So interesting. So a little higher proof on their own version versus the Belle Meade. Man, this is like breakfast in a glass. The noses are very similar. Maybe a little bit more amped up with the proof. So far that's a good comparison. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Oh no, I get like a smoked bacon on that. That's freaking delicious. Whoa, that's, man. All right, those spicy. The noses are very similar. A little bit of maple. All right, let's go to this one. Let's cleanse the palate. This is delicious. Man, I'm going to say that's fantastic. It's like apple butter, smoked bacon, cinnamon. Alright, so we're off to a good start because I honestly think the Nelson's Brother Classic is better than the Belle Meade Classic or whatever you want to call it. I'm surprised and impressed. I mean, don't get me wrong. All these are good. Well, I haven't tried this one yet, but up to this point, these are all good. I was expecting a little bit of disappointment or downside because obviously the MGP stuff is so good, but I give it up to Charlie and Andy. I think they've created something special here. I mean, I don't even know what the price point on this, maybe 35, 40 bucks. But I believe off of this initial pour that the Nelson's Brothers Classic is better than the Belle Meade Classic or whatever you want to call it. This is really good, bro. Wow. It's like breakfast in a glass. It's like hash browns and molasses, apple toast. This is so good. I'm really impressed. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Oh yeah, that's like brown sugar, molasses, bacon. Honestly, I'm putting this in for automatically. It's going to contend for Whiskey of the Year. I mean, it's freaking fantastic for what, 35, 40 bucks? I think it's better than the Belle Meade, which is saying a lot because the Belle Meade is excellent. Man, alright. Let's go to the big brother. We talked about the little brother. Let's go to the big brother. Remember, stay hydrated, my friends. These, Andy, Charlie, you're doing a great job. Hey, Charlie, you gotta hit me up back up for an interview. We had that scheduled back in January, February, and condolences. I mean, I understand why it did happen with the loss of your father, and I'm sorry about that. But I love your stuff. We've met. Let's talk. Let's do an interview. I'm loving this so far. All right, let's see what the reserve does. All right, so, bam. I mean, the Belle Meade Reserve has always been one of my favorites. Fantastic. A little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of chestnut, apricot. All right, let's go hydrated, my friends. All right. Oh man. It comes off a little bit more ethanol, but there's cherry, vanilla, caramel, black pepper, baking spice. I'm going to say the Belle Meade's a little better on the nose. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Ugh. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm not digging that so much. It comes off a little bit too minty and cherry, in my opinion. That's a disappointment. The classic, excellent. I can't say enough about it. But, you know, this is your higher dollar, higher value. I don't know. Oh shit! We back! Alright, so yeah, we're back live in Lemon Color. So the classic, I think, exceeds the Belle Meade, but on the higher proof, now Nelson's Brothers Reserve, yeah, it comes off younger, grassier. I'm not digging this one. Yeah, it's a little sour apple. So, I don't know, maybe it just needs a little more time. I can see it developing over time. But my initial thoughts on this are go stock up on the Belle Meade Reserve, because it's legit. It's the bomb. It's going away. Get it while you can. I have this bottle and I have one more. I may try and get at least one or two more. It's that good. And the Nelson's Greenbrier or Nelson's Brothers Reserve does not do that justice. Now, on the flip side, the Belle Meade Classic, or whatever you want to call it, is going away. But I do think the Nelson Brothers Classic, which is like $35 or something, is excellent and is superior to the Belle Meade. So on the younger whatever version, I don't worry about this one going away, because the Nelson Brothers Classic is better in my opinion. But so yeah, get the Nelson Brothers Classic. I mean, you don't have to go hunt it. It should be widely available. It's not going to be allocated or anything like that. But when it comes to the reserve, I would pass. I would pass on the Nelson Brothers Reserve and go stockpile up on the reserve, because yeah, the reserve is freaking awesome. I mean, I have this one and I have one more of the bunker. I may try and at least go get two more in the bunker before it completely goes away, because it's great MGP juice. Now, that's the interesting thing, is that you take the Belle Meade, regular, classic, whatever you want to call it, and I would say the Nelson Brothers Classic is better, absolutely. But when you get into the reserve, the Belle Meade Reserve versus the Nelson Brothers Reserve, yeah, it's not even close. I mean, I would go stock up on the Belle Meade Reserve, and I'm a little disappointed in this Nelson's Reserve, because I don't even think it holds up at the least. Yeah. It tastes young, it tastes sour, it tastes apple. So, I'm going to say a thumbs down on the reserve. Definitely thumbs up on the classic. Definitely thumbs up on the go stock those up, because they're going away. It's been, the Belle Meade Reserve has been replaced by the Nelson Brothers Reserve, and it's not even close. Now, you talk about the regular or classic, whatever you want to call it. The Nelson Brothers Classic is, in my opinion, is better than the Belle Meade. So, stock up on this. Don't worry about that. And definitely stock up on this, because it's going away. This is going to be around. And at least right now, this is not worthy. So hopefully they change that. But yeah, don't worry about the Belle Meade regular, because the Nelson Brothers Classic is better. And like $34-$35. Yeah, that's a definitely thumbs up. And listen, I probably shouldn't give away my secrets, because I probably need at least get 2 or 3 more of those in the bunker, because this is fantastic. It's going away. And yeah, its replacement, yeah, I would pass on. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Love you, Bourbon Quest. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're trying to get a cat. We're close. We're like 80 away or thereabouts. Once we hit 500, we're getting a cat as the mascot on Bourbon Quest. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, man. Hey, let me know what your thoughts are on. If you like the Belle Meade, if you've had the Nelson Brothers Classic and Reserve, I'm saying the reserve's not worth it. But, I'm always interested in your comments, your feedback. Smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithms. And then, once you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. That way you don't miss a single video. Because just like tonight, I wasn't planning on videoing, but I got off a little earlier. And Paul wanted me to do this, so I did it. And there you go, Paul. So I would say pass on this, buy this, stock up on this, and pass on the Belle Meade or the Nelson Brothers Reserve. So again, buy, stock up. You can pass on this and pass on this. So stock up, buy, pass. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Hey, what a night. I don't ever get off this early on a Friday night. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. Thank you, Paul. You made me do this shit. And there you go. Whew. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Stay hydrated, my friends. And that's a wrap, yo. This is an interesting thing because I love Charlie. I've never met Andy, but I think in my heart I love him too. But I still hate to see the Belle Meade go away. Even if it's whatever. But I've heard they got some backlash for some other things. At the end of the day, Charlie and Andy are good people. They produce good whiskey. I definitely think the classic is better. The Nelson Brothers Classic is better than the Belle Meade. The Reserve, not so much. You're talking MGP juice from 6 to 8 years. Yeah, the Belle Meade Reserve is much better than the Nelson Brothers Reserve. But hopefully in time they can, match it, better it, whatever. But I think by and large, they're doing a great job. I love their story. I love both Charlie and Andy, and hopefully we'll get them on the channel before too long. All right, that's a wrap. Love you, Bourbon Quest, and as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Ha ha! Hallelujah! What the fuck is up with that light? Alright, that's a wrap, bro.